to some friends in a maximum security prison. Fox 10 News reporter Katie Weiss is live in the studio now with this story. Katie, you spoke with the victim today.
Yes, I did, Bob. Stacey Dice actually tells me the prisoner who got her card information managed to make several interesting purchases throughout Labor Day weekend. She says it all happened after a casual lunch at a local cafe. Take a look.
It was a normal lunch with a coworker at the Chataway Cafe. Pensacola resident Stacey Dice says just like any restaurant meal, she gave her debit card to the waitress to pay for her food. She says the waitress left with her card, came back and asked for ID verification. Dice signed her receipt and left without a second thought. But just a couple days later, she found her bank account was empty.
I'm angry that that there's a trust between a customer and someone who is in her position at a restaurant. I mean, you give them your card or your payment and you expect them to do what they're supposed to do.
Police say 41-year-old Tracy Ayer of Wilmer was her waitress who stole her card information. Kelly Houghton, owner of the Chataway Cafe, says Ayer was an employee at the cafe for more than 8 years.
Dismayed. I mean, I was in total shock. I would have said that would have never happened here.
Police found that Ayer sent the card information to a man she knew in a maximum security prison, and he and a fellow prisoner went on a shopping spree. Dice says the man even made calls from prison to order flowers from the Cleveland florist to multiple women, racking up hundreds of dollars in charges on her credit card.
These two gentlemen used the card at two florist shops. One, they spent a little bit over $200, and the other one they spent right at $100. And then they had a online purchase to a beauty supply house that was almost $100, and then they also ordered pizza on Labor Day. That was over $100. That was like $130.
Dice says police told her the card information was sent to the prisoners via Facebook messaging. Now she's wondering how those prisoners had internet and phone access to receive that information and make the purchases in the first place. Meanwhile, owner Kelly Houghton says Tracy Ayer is no longer an employee, and she'll make sure no one's personal information will be stolen at her restaurant again.
I can guarantee it will never happen again. I work up front every day now where I can see all the activity that takes place at the cash registers with credit cards.
Now, we still have some unanswered questions from police. First, the prisoners who were allegedly making the purchases from prison still have not been charged for that crime, and their names have not been released. And second, how did those men get the card information in the first place? Are prisoners being allowed internet access? I called Alabama Department of Corrections spokesman Brian Corbett multiple times today, but I still have not heard back from him. We will continue to investigate this crime and bring you the latest as soon as we get answers. Bob, Lenise.